Hello everybody, and welcome back to Classic Arcade Repairs. This is Sean with you, and today we are doing something special to me because I'm getting to look at one of my favorite games of all time. This is Phoenix, and I absolutely love Phoenix. I love the music, I love the gameplay with the birds swooping down at you. I just like it for some reason. Well, I'm sure I'm not alone in that. But anyway, it's a two-board set. It kind of reminds me of Space Invaders, the Taito two-board stack. Over here you have an 80, 85, which is socketed, which is nice, because a lot of times those are not socketed. I wonder if that... No, that's factory socketed, I believe. Yeah. You got your ROM over here. That's probably the program. So I would imagine this is the video board plus the program for the CPU, and this is, you know, CPU control slash soundboard. This is obviously where your sound business is at. So you got all these resistors and capacitors and stuff to do analog, you know, D to A conversion stuff. Yeah, so it's a pretty clean board set, really. Really clean, nice. And I'm kind of excited to be able to use my 8085 pod on my Fluke. I don't even know if it works. So now I'll be able to verify whether that pod is any good. So that's pretty exciting. It comes up and says bus test passed. Self-test passive when you try to do the self-test on it, but that doesn't mean that it'll work in a board, so I'm kind of excited about that too. I do have to go ahead and make a harness for this, so I'll go ahead and do that. That is an 1836 edge connector. So yep, I'll get on the old computer and pull up some information on this board set, the pinout, all that kind of stuff, and put me a harness together, and we'll be ready to come back and get started. Okay, and my Phoenix harness is complete. I have a coin wire here, and I've got a tag that I made. It says Phoenix. Up is one player start, down is shield, and then the rest of them are self-explanatory over there on the Atari joystick. So, excellent. Let's put this board set together and hook it up and see what we get. Okay, and we are all hooked up, and we're actually fired up. Get that plugged into there. .98 volts. And it is on, but we're missing color. It looks like we're missing red and blue. It looks like all we got going on is green. Yeah, that ain't cool. We can't be having that. This game is so cool. I wonder if the sounds work. I'm going to try playing it. Let's do that. Let me set up and let's play a game of Green Phoenix. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I hooked it up right. This is coin. Did it coin up? It did. Up should be player start. How many guys do I got? Okay. Alright, cool. This thing has a bad pot. The pot for sound is bad. Oh shit. Yeah, that was really bad. Just broke. Okay. That's no big deal. Okay, excellent. So, we are just missing some color. Green Phoenix. And over here we go. Zoom out. Okay, Phoenix. Well, I'll jump on the schematic, and you know what I am going to do is I'm going to recap this thing. And this pot, this funky pot broke. So I'm going to have to replace that pot. But, yeah, I'm going to go through and recap this guy. And replace the pot, look at the schematic, and these are probably color proms, I would imagine. I don't know for sure. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll have to look. Find out why we ain't got no red and blue. What's up with that? We're missing on red and blue. So let's do a little investigation and then come back. Okay, I am looking at the Phoenix schematic. Here's red, green, and blue. And it's pretty straightforward. You have two color proms getting its addressing information from this LS174. That's really basic. They all, I mean, almost all of them work this way. And that addresses the color proms. And that data dumps into this 7407. And then the outputs of that go through a little digital to analog conversion and end up red, green, and blue out to the screen. So let's go back over to our bench and let's look around at this section. Okay, I got you tuned into my oscilloscope. I'm gonna move this trace down to the center. About like that. And first thing I'm gonna look at is I'm gonna probe around on these prom chips. And here's the 174. So let's look at that 174. It gets a clock right here. It's a fast clock. It's about 5.5 megahertz. Here's an output, an input, output, input, input, and output. Kind of dialing in the trigger. Here's out and an in. Okay. In and out. In and out. Okay, so that seems to be just fine. We got signals going on in there. Now let's just look at the output bits of these proms, and these proms have got to be good because they look like they're new. But here are the output bits, and according to the schematic, The pin 9 didn't have anything going out, so pin 9 is just low. It's the other 3 bits. It's this one, which I see data. This one looks good, and this one. And this one, and this one. So that's looking good. Now let's look at our 7407. That then feeds that. This is where the 7407 is actually where the red, green, and blue come off of. So there's an input, and that is the output. Grounded. Input, output. Input and output is almost grounded, not quite. In and out. And in and out, grounded. In and grounded. That 7407 is DOA. So that 7407 is gonna have to be replaced. So I'm going to replace the 7407, and I'm going to recap this board, and I am going to replace the pot for sound. So I'll get to that, and we will return. Okay, and the PCB cap kit is complete. The new power cap there, and cap here, all new electrolytics. And the 7407 replaced. And I fixed a broken trace repair. It had a big thick blue wire going all over here, and it looked really ugly, so I removed that and tidied it up with a proper trace repair. Yeah. All right. Oh, and the pot. I replaced the pot. 50K pot. So let's go ahead and put this thing together and see if we get our colors back. All right, we are hooked back all up. And we have color. Looking good. All right, so I'm going to set the old tripod up and play some Lights Off Phoenix. Let me set up and I'll be right back. Okay. Go ahead and coin this thing up. Get ready and let's go. Goodness gracious. Game over. Such a cool game though. I really love me some Phoenix. And away we go. Phoenix. Awesome. Just a color issue, and I went through and recapped the thing. Why not? Yeah, that was the only thing, was this guy right here. So nice. Alright guys. Nice little not much of a problem, some maintenance and a bad chip just in the color circuitry. Appreciate you for watching, and as always, subscribe, like if you like the video, and we will see you guys on the next repair. Thank you. Peace out. And by the way, guys, yes, my 8085 pod works. That is awesome. Alright, just thought I'd add that. Running this thing with the Fluke right now. Alright guys, thanks a lot.